After a busy weekend, you know what you have to do. It's time to go wild. Another week of busy ice hockey means another Time to Go Wild radio podcast. We're of course available via Google Podcasts, Amazon Music Podcasts, YouTube and Podbean. If you want to contact us throughout the week, you can do. Facebook or Twitter.com/TTGW Radio. And you can text 07849 767755. Oh, everything goes on. Anything's possible. Busy weekend. You know what to do. It's time to go wild. I think I'm even forgetting myself. Hello, welcome to another Time to Go Wild radio podcast. After a very hectic weekend in the world of ice hockey, and looking down the results for the last week, it's been very busy. Of course, if you also want to contact the show, you can do via email, radio@widnesworld.co.uk. I forgot to say that in the intro, as I usually do. Hope you've all been having a good weekend. Well, I may as well get straight into the scores, because there's that many, you just don't know where to begin. So, begin at the beginning. Starting off with Elite League Challenge Cup action going back to Wednesday. Belfast Giants 2, Nottingham Panthers 1, Sheffield Steelers 0, Cardiff Devils 5. In the Elite League, we go to Saturday. Dundee Stars 0, Guildford Flames 5, Nottingham Panthers 3, Sheffield Steelers 7. Coventry Blaze 2, Belfast Giants 3, Cardiff Devils 7, Manchester Storm 1, Fife Flyers 4, Glasgow Clan 5 after overtime. On Sunday, Sheffield Steelers 5, Coventry Blaze 3, Glasgow Clan 6, Cardiff Devils 3, Belfast Giants 6, Manchester Storm 3. Guildford Flames 1, Nottingham Panthers 3. So that's Guildford Flames 1, Nottingham Panthers 3. And Fife Flyers 1, Dundee Stars 4. No under 18s action for North 2 this week, but we have under 16s EIHA action from North 2. On Saturday, Grimsby 2, Leeds 14. On Sunday, Nottingham 3, Sutton 5, Sheffield 2, Widnes 1. Under 14s North 2 action from Saturday. Sutton 5, Kingston 11, Manchester 5, Solihull 1, Billingham 4, Widnes 7. And on Sunday, Sheffield 0, Leeds 10, Blackburn 6, Coventry 7. EIHA Under 12s North action from Saturday. Billingham 2, Widnes 3. WNIHL Women's Premier League action. We have Bristol Huskies 17, Nottingham Vipers 0, Queen Bees 4, Slough Sirens 2, and Milton Keynes Falcons 6, Sheffield Shadows 3. Moving to NIHL National League action from Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday. Basingstoke Bison 1, Milton Keynes Lightning 5. On Friday, Bees 4, Raiders 0. On Saturday, Basingstoke Bison 5, Bees 2. Swindon Wildcats 4, Leeds Knights 5 after a shootout. Milton Keynes Lightning 4, Telford Tigers 5 after a shootout. Sheffield Steel Dogs 5, Peterborough Phantoms 2. On Sunday, Leeds Knights 8, Swindon Wildcats 5. Raiders 4, Sheffield Steel Dogs 2, Peterborough Phantoms 2, Basingstoke Bison 4, Telford Tigers 3, Bees 5. NIHL Division 1 North Morley League action from Saturday. Sheffield Scimitars 2, Solway Sharks 9, Blackburn Hawks 5, Nottingham Lions 9. Sunday, Nottingham Lions 8, Solway Sharks 7 after overtime. Solihull Barons 4, Sheffield Scimitars 5, Billingham Stars 6, Blackburn Hawks 5, Widnes Wild 3, Whitley Warriors 4 after a shootout. And NIHL Division 2 North Laidler action from Saturday. Sheffield Titans 3, Telford Tigers N2 8, Hull Jets 7, Coventry NIHL Blaze 2, and on Sunday, Altrincham Aces 2, Bradford Bulldogs 5. That rounds up the scores from across the leagues for the last week, and what a week it was, with some very, very interesting results. Of course, we'll have more for you next week. And after the game, I caught up with a very, as you will gather, tired, worn out, but relieved in a way, Danny Hayde.
End-to-end, 65 minutes plus penalty shots at Planet Ice Widnes for a game that was on a knife edge for the entirety of the game, and I'm with a rather tired and very worn out and battered, but I think relieved Danny Hayde. Danny, last week was a battle royal, this week another battle royal. You can sum both games up at the same time, I think.
Yeah, I honestly think so. I mean, we're still kind of have our first year in the league and that environment, so we can't go in any game thinking we've won it already. We need to battle away every single game, every single shift, or we'll end up nowhere probably at the end of the season. So that's what we're trying to do. The first two periods were tough. Whitley playing good hockey, what they've done for years, I think. But I think we said after second period that we have a lot of character and legs and good hockey players on the team, and that's what it will come down to. And battled away for the last 20, got 2 goals back, got in overtime. I think both sides had chances. Harrison standing on his head as per usual by now. And then penalty shots or shootout can go either way. I think Vlad's got us one back. And I think their game-winning penalty shot in the end was a lot of luck involved. He still worked it in, but there was a lot of luck involved. I want to say that. But I guess at the end of the day, they deserved it. But we managed to get something out of the game with amazing last 20 minutes.
It kind of sort of squirted in. It was sort of will it, won't it? Harrison couldn't quite see it. Was he going to sit down or had it stopped? And it was just one of those, wasn't it? That second shot that went in for them.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lottery if you go into penalty shots, and I think that the game-winning one kind of showed that. I think their first one was a really nice move. Got to give it to them. The second one was a bit scrappy, and it's just what it is, I think. Can't help it, but I think the result still is a success for us. They're second in the league for a reason, but we're also where we are in the league for a reason, I think. So, and we showed that today, especially in the third.
And yeah, there's been some shock results across the league today, so by the time this goes out on air, the results will all be in and the dust will start settling. But a point is a point in the end. Overtime's penalty shots, but that point can make a massive difference.
Yeah, I think it can, definitely. We'll see where we are. The mid of the table is still really close, I think. And yeah, you mentioned crazy results throughout the league. Whatever happened there, we just looked it up on Twitter and on our phones in the changing room. Absolutely crazy that.
I mean, this season you had a sort of a slowish start. You've had some injuries, of course, over the past couple of seasons, but you're looking sharp. Last weekend, several points on the board, looking really sharp with the line, and we were chatting after the game, and you were just saying how much you feel as though things have come together now.
Yeah, I start to feel it again, if that makes sense. Like, the first few games after coming back from a brain injury were tough, and like that, like just playing by your instincts, like knowing what's right to do, and like intuitively, that was completely gone for me for the first games. But that's slowly coming back, and I hope people can see that are watching, because at least I can feel it, and that is something.
Well, we can see, positioning-wise, the speed of the game compared to D2, as we've said all along, so much faster, so much more intense. Everybody is putting a shift in. You can see it every game, be it maybe one or two shifts a game, depending upon where players are with regards to their standing on the lines. But when you go out there, it doesn't matter if you're first line, fourth line, or wherever. Everyone gives that 100% on that shift.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think I had Kenny as a line mate today, who's in many games didn't get as much ice time as we would all like to see, but it's just what it is. And it's not easy to come into a line again that gets a lot of ice time and play an amazing game. So that is amazing. So we battle away, we work hard, and that seems to work for us at the moment.
It was only the one game this weekend, thankfully, in a way. Last weekend was that double up in Dundee, back here against Dundee. An unknown quantity in terms of competition, style of play, apart from what you've been able to catch online maybe and pick up from conversations. So that was one battle royal. And tonight, again, we knew what we were going to get from Whitley Bay. They're a tough team. They're a well-grounded team, top coaching, well-grounded players. Match them shift for shift, really.
Yeah, I think so. We had shifts where they were all over us, where it came down to defending hard and defending Harrison back there. But I think we also got our own chances. I think we were outshot by quite a bit in the end, but that is, I think, what we expected to start with, and I think we held up really well to come up with that result.
The shots on goal speak volumes in terms of getting shots in, but again, you can get a lot of shots in but not score. Sometimes you can shoot one or two or three times, and next thing you know, you're banging goals in. It just depends how the puck bounces in the end.
Yeah, that is absolutely true. Nothing to add to that.
Well, anyway, it's great seeing you back, sort of looking on form, looking on fire. The whole team's absolutely done themselves proud. The crowd tonight, again, a noisy mob. I think you could feel it.
I have to be completely honest. During the game, I pay zero attention to them. For me, it's really just coming out, and then after the game, where I feel like, wow, this is great. We actually got tons of support here. We can come out here with our heads held high and know we have the support. And that, me personally, helps me to get into the game really well. But mid-game, I've got no idea what's going on outside the ice, really.
I suppose it's each player, develops a way. Sometimes it can be a distraction, I suppose, particularly in pressure moments. So, but the fans do know this, but that's what they do. They just make the noise, and somehow, maybe subliminally, it just lifts, but you don't realise.
Yeah, 100%. And as long as they're enjoying it and doing that, as I said, it still has a massive impact on me getting out there and playing hockey. So I'm just, every home game, I'm going out there being pumped and just ready to play. And then it makes it super easy to get into the game. And I think last week we scored within 17 seconds? And that is partly their achievement, really, getting us going from out of the box. It's great.
Well, I think you deserve a good rest after the last weekend and this weekend. Danny, been a pleasure as always. Have a good week.
Been a pleasure, mate.
A big thank you to Danny for the interview. As you can tell, he was rather tired, but what a game, and weekend it was. Oh, well, the game itself, we will come to that shortly. First, we're going to go to a few different leagues and have a quick look at what was happening for our under-12s and under-14s, because both teams were up in Billingham at the weekend. And the under-12s won by 3-2 up in Billingham. For Widnes, goals from Evan Walker. Now, Andrew, if I pronounce your name wrong, I'm trying my best. Croconescu, I think it is, Andrew Croconescu. And from Ruben Price for the 3 goals for Widnes. And for Billingham, it was Harry Jones and Aaron Hadfield. But the winning goal, fortunately, we got that at 41 minutes and 25 short-handed by Ruben. But that took it to 3-1, with Billingham then pulling one back with that goal from Aaron. So, low penalties, 3-2, a big win there for the under-12s. In the meantime, in the under-14s, it was a 7-4 win to Widnes up in Billingham. Billingham's goals from William Thornton, Austin Hutchinson. So it was 2 goals apiece for them. And goals for Ruben Price. Funny, I'm sure he scored for... He did, for the under-12s. Rhys O'Brien, Jared Knowles, and Evan Walker, who also scored in the under-12s game. Both guys playing up there for Ruben and Evan. And, big win there for both of those teams up in Billingham. Meanwhile, down in Sheffield, not quite so much fortune. A much tighter game. Sheffield 2, Widnes 1 for the under-16s. Goals from Max Blackshaw and Gordon Walker for Sheffield, and Cody Ogden scoring for the Wild Academy under-16s. Big games for both of the teams. Very tight fixture. And, good amount of shots both ways, I must admit. So, yeah, big wins and a very tight one there for the Wild Academy. So it leaves the those sort of fixtures very, very close. Now, the game of the weekend that everybody was on tenterhooks for, of course, was the matchup between your YKK Widnes Wild and the Whitley Warriors. What a game it turned out to be. Whitley opened the scoring at 11 minutes 14 with a goal from Richards Grigors, assisted Harry Harley and Dylan Hare. Then a second one, very quick. This time, Sean Kippin from Jordan Barnes. Whitley 2-0 up. But Widnes weren't going to go down quietly. Very quick again, 13 minutes 18 seconds. Liam Charnock from Vlad Volkanov and Chris Wilcox. And that was the end of the first period. 2-1 in favour of Whitley. Second period, 28 minutes and 12 seconds. Harry Harley this time from Richards Grigors. 3-1 up Whitley Bay, and that was the way it stayed at the end of the second period. So 3-1 in favour of Whitley Bay. Third period, and we had to wait till almost halfway through. Vlad Volkanov from Rich Hagger. It's now 3-2 in favour of Whitley Bay. The battle continued. 55-09. Matt Barlow from Joe Greaves and Liam Charnock. What a goal that was. The roof, as like last week, the roof nearly comes off Planet Ice Widnes. And, well, what can you say about that? Brilliant. 3-3. They hung on for overtime. Overtime started. Overtime continued. And in some ways, an unusual moment. At 64-45, yes, 64-45, Whitley take a time out. It's level. They take a time out. The pressure continues. It's all square at the end of overtime. And then we go to drawing lots. It's lottery time. Well, as we all saw, it went to sudden death, and it was 1 goal apiece. So it was all square at the end of the best of 3. Went to sudden death, and unfortunately for the Widnes, Whitley scored. Widnes didn't, and so Whitley Bay come out as the winners of that. Whitley Warriors 4, Widnes Wild 3. Absolute thrilling game. The shots on goal For Dean Bowater in the Whitley net, a total of 37 shots for 91.89%. And for Harrison Walker, a massive 52 shots, 92.31% save average there. So both goaltenders, good save percentages there. Massive amount of shots on Harrison. And he did look, mind you, goaltenders are goaltenders. They do take it badly, especially in shootouts. Like, oh, no, it's up to me. But when you watch the winning goal that went in, it sort of trickled through, and it's a case of, do you sit down? Do you move? What do you do? Sometimes if you try and trap the puck, you knock it in. But now, to be honest, tough game, full of entertainment, full of value for money, plenty of action, and very, very low penalty minutes. 6 minutes of penalties to each team. Well, for a team that are as well entrenched in D1 as I'll say, and feisty, physical, never say die as Whitley, Widnes matched them shift for shift, and penalties very low. And to be honest, there weren't many penalties really to call in the whole game. So, fast and furious, the best way we like it. Bit of forechecking, bit of back checking, bit of roughness from time to time. Did get a bit feisty in a couple of times, but all in all, a really good, really entertaining game. Great little crowd had come down from Whitley Bay. Sadly, I couldn't sit down when you were sending a message over because I didn't have a chair. But, thanks for coming. You were great. Hope you've had a great time. All had a safe trip home. But other results in D1 North over the weekend have made the league rather interesting, to say the least. Because first 4-point weekend for the Nottingham Lions. Somebody from Nottingham could probably tell me, because I don't know when the last 4-point weekend they had, and I don't think they've had a 4-point weekend till now in Morley. So here we go. And it's opened up at the bottom of the table to start things off. Blackburn still have games in hand in 7th place, but it now reads 8th place, Nottingham Lions, played 23, 12 points. Blackburn Hawks in 7th, 19 games, 14 points. Billingham Stars 6th, 22 games, 18 points. And now the interesting bit. Widnes in 5th, Widnes Wild in 5th, Solihull Barons in 4th, Sheffield Scimitars in 3rd, except Widnes Wild have played 19 games, Solihull Barons 21 games, Sheffield Scimitars 23 games, all three teams on 21 points. So there's not a lot you can put between them. All of the teams are on exactly the same points. I think it's the form book, but basically 3rd, 4th, 5th, it's Sheffield Scimitars 3rd, 23 games, Solihull Barons 4th, 21 games, Widnes Wild 5th, 19 games, all on 21 points. And considering the fixtures that are coming up, it's going to be interesting, as you'll find out. 2nd place, Whitley Warriors, 20 games, 34 points, and top of the shop still, the Solway Sharks, 21 games and 39 points. But you could say the shock result of the weekend, and maybe Nottingham Lions have all of a sudden found form, and to be honest, I think they are, is that 8-7 overtime win at home to Solway. So the bottom of the table that took points off top of the table this weekend. It just proves in ice hockey, and especially in these leagues, be it D1 or even D2, anything's possible. The form book, in a way, this weekend went out the window, and all kinds of things seem to happen. So there we go. Interesting makeup of the league, especially with Nottingham picking up important points this weekend. So the bottom three are a lot tighter, and mid-table, there's nothing really between them. So where will it all end? How will it all end? It's going to be an interesting run out of the rest of the season, I can definitely say that much. So, major item of news now. If you've been keeping your eye on social media, you will have discovered that the tickets are now available for the NIHL 1 and 2 finals weekends. So the tickets for the the NIHL 1 and 2 finals, I should say N1 and 2, because the South are also available. Silly me. So for the NIHL 2 finals at Bristol and Widnes, those finals will be on the weekends of the 16th and 17th of April. Tickets are £20 for adults, £15 for seniors, and £10 for children. And the event's timings are for the semi-finals, they are 4:30 and 7:30 p.m. That's on the Saturday, and then on the Sunday the final will be at 4 p.m. So that's the semi-final weekends. Sorry, the finals weekends at Bristol and Widnes. So the north is at Widnes, south is in Bristol. April 16th and 17th, adults £20, seniors £15, children £10, and face-off times of 4:30 and 7:30 on the Saturday and 4 p.m. on the Sunday. And then the next weekend, the NIHL 1 finals for North and South will be Leeds for the North, Milton Keynes for the South, taking place on the weekend of the 23rd and 24th of April. Tickets are £25 for adults, seniors are £18.75, children are £12.50, and the events are again on the Saturday for the semi-finals, 4:30 and 7:30 respectively, but the Sunday grand final will be at 5:30 p.m. So the NIHL 1 finals in Leeds and Milton Keynes, 23rd, 24th of April, £25 for adults, £18.75 for seniors, £12.50 for children, and the timings are for the semi-finals 4:30 and 7:30 on the Saturday, and Sunday at 5:30 p.m. So you'd never know what's going to happen at a finals weekend. Anything is possible, as we know. And we've had, for at least the YKK Widnes Wild know, over the past few years, we've had some absolute drama in finals weekends. And there's a couple of us who don't talk about a particular finals weekend semi-final game from a few years ago. We just don't talk about it anymore. Still haven't watched it. It's available. I can watch it if I want to. Just haven't. Quick little shout out to young Ewan. Oh, poor thing. He broke his. I think it is something to do with his foot or ankle, and he's got his foot in a boot. And of course, everyone was celebrating so well at the previous weekend with trophies at Planet Ice Widnes, and he was so upset he didn't get to go to do his bit of hockey this weekend. But the Widnes Wild was so kind to him and let him present the MVPs, and he just looked in his element. And there's a little video online of him down at the penalty box gate presenting the MVPs. Oh, what a little star he was! He just looked like he was out of his mind, just so happy. So we do wish him a speedy recovery. We had a couple of birthday shout-outs, so a couple of people who had birthdays. We hope you had a good birthday or have a good birthday. If you want to drop anything through to me for birthday or special wishes, anniversaries, etc., you can do via text 07849767755, and I'll try and make sure that I get them out during the game. Well, we're going to stick with what we had for the fixtures, the news items, and just round things off now, of course, with our usual little main closing items. Of course, where would we be without our vital sponsors? YKK, our title sponsor, Sprakes & Son of Widnes, Straight In, MPG Maintenance Property Services, Crosscheck Clothing, The Coach Company, University of Salford, Planet Ice, and our charity, the Halton Haven Hospice. And we are very grateful, of course, to all of them. And then our little roundup of up-and-coming fixtures for March. Starting on Saturday, the 5th of March, we have a double home fixture for our juniors. Under 12s will be hosting Kingston Under 12s at 3:20. And then the Widnes Under 14s will be hosting the Billingham Under 14s at 10:05. On Sunday, Widnes Under 10s will be in action in Manchester. Cross-ice action at 4:20. The Solihull Under 16s will be facing the Widnes Under 16s at 7:10. And the Whitley Warriors will be hosting your YKK Widnes Wild at 5 p.m. The next weekend, Saturday 12th of March, Kingston Under 12s host Widnes Under 12s at 12:30. And back at home, the Widnes Under 16s will be hosting Grimsby Under 16s at 3:20, followed by the Widnes Under 18s hosting Sutton Under 18s at 5 p.m. In the meantime, we also have Solway Sharks hosting your YKK Widnes Wild, and that's at 7 p.m. So the next couple of weekends, the YKK Widnes Wild are on the road. Then we have on Sunday the 13th of March, the Kingston Diamonds are hosting the Widnes Wild Ladies at 12:30 p.m. Meanwhile, on Sunday the 13th as well, your YKK Widnes Wild are back at home against the Solihull Barons, 5:30 p.m. And, what the heck. Saturday 19th of March, Widnes Under 10s are in Manchester for cross-ice action at 4:20. We're not sure if the Under 16s have a fixture on the 19th of March. I need to double check it, but scheduled according to my list, the Widnes Under 18s will be hosting Sheffield's Under 18s, and that may well be at 5 p.m. on Saturday 19th of March. On the Sunday the 20th of March, we've got the Coventry Under 14s hosting Widnes Under 14s at 4:15. The Widnes Wild Ladies host the Queen Bees at 4:15 as well. That's back at Planet Ice Widnes. And then in the meantime, the Blackburn Hawks will host your YKK Widnes Wild up in Blackburn at 6 p.m. Also, on the 20th of March, we have rec hockey action. So after the Widnes Wild Ladies host the Queen Bees on Saturday the 20th of March, we also have the Earl Road Elks playing the Wyre Seagulls in the Ice Hockey Summer Cup. That's rec hockey. So that will be on the same day, the 20th of March. That is at 6 p.m. Lots and lots and lots of action. We have, as I find it, one more additional fixture just to give a quick mention to. And I think it's actually this Sunday, the 6th of March. If this, hopefully this will go to plan, there will be a bit of I'll call it a game of sorts. The Cheshire Pistons will be facing off against your Widnes Wild Ladies at 8 p.m. on Sunday the 6th of March at Planet Ice Widnes. Cheshire Pistons are one of our newer rec teams playing out at Planet Ice Widnes, and both teams developing very much so, and so they're having a game against each other. That will be on this Sunday, 8 p.m. Planet Ice Widnes. So, lots and lots of fixtures coming up over the next month. Oh, well, what can I say? Not quite as long a show as last week, but still packed with everything. Hopefully, we've covered as much as you can take in from our little podcast. Who knows what next weekend will bring? All I know is it will bring, hope all being well, quality ice hockey wherever you're getting it. Be it here, be it down south, be it up north, be it anywhere in the world, be it on TV, or preferably at a rink or arena somewhere near you. Wherever you are, enjoy your ice hockey from the Time to Go Wild podcast for another week. Look after yourselves and take care. I'll catch you all soon. Ta-ra.